and marriage, love and marriage go together like a...
Hey everybody, this is Dave with Airsoft.
Hey.
And this is my wife Joel, and you guys all know both of us. We just want to do a quick video, I guess, to put together pretty much what's going on in November. We're a little late this time, and I apologize for that. That's kind of our fault. So let's get right into it. First off, we wanted to announce our sponsorship with Lancer. We put it up online, and I know you've seen a couple of the shots up there, the pictures and whatnot. They are sponsoring the field, which is great for us, and then we've also opened up a dealer account with them to bring you guys better prices on our BBs, actually, and some of our accessories that we have, such as goggles, and then we'll be carrying, I guess, what, helmets and tactical?
We'll be carrying several of their products. We've noticed that some of the airsoft products in the industry can be really expensive, and while they're high quality, we want to make sure that our players are able to get what they need to get playing. And Lancer has a pretty good line to provide that to everybody. So we're gonna join up with them and try and get some of their stuff out there for you guys. If you'll grab the bag of BBs. Okay, so yeah, these are awesome. These are really awesome because, if you don't mind, can I?
Yeah, go for
can
it.
I? Okay. I've noticed a lot of people on the field will go, and we were in the past selling at 1,500 count, or yeah, somewhere there.
1150.
1150 count. Bottle, and the grenade bottle is freaking phenomenal. It really helps because you can stick it in your pocket, all that. But if you keep that bottle and you go and buy a bag of BBs, you can refill your bottle, and you're going to save a lot of money doing that. This whole bag is a 4,000 count. That's a lot more than what you're getting in the smaller.
The Thunder BB.
Right. So these are 2.5s, pretty much.
Bios.
And they're bios. Right, they're bios, which means normally they'd be a lot higher in price, but this bag is only going to cost you, what, 15?
15 bucks.
15 bucks. That's actually, when you break it down, significant savings. And we know that there's a lot of our younger players that really like to shoot a lot of BBs. So we needed to make sure that you guys have an opportunity to pick that up at the field. We still obviously support going to retailers. In fact, we prefer if you go and buy in bulk. That's a great way to save money in airsoft. Go to your retailer, ask them what they've got in stock, and load up. Yeah. While you're there, load up.
And there's 3 great retailers in the Bay Area.
We got you covered in case you forgot.
And there are 3 great retailers in the area, like Joel was saying. There's obviously Dog Tag, who's been a long time sponsor and partner of the field. Prime, who's brand new to ARC, and we love them dearly. And there's also AEX, who we were working with early on in our days when we first started the field. So
and they're all still around.
And they're all still around, and I believe Dog Tag, I know Prime carries Lancer products, and I believe Dog Tag is starting to get them in.
They are, yeah.
But in addition to the BBs, I think we're looking at a January, February time frame. We're going to start carrying some other products too. So if you need a new set of goggles, or you wanted a tactical vest and you're just starting out, or even if you wanted a Lancer rifle, which is actually very reasonably priced at $95, we're going to have a few of those items around the field too. So that's good news for you guys if you're just getting started, or forget your gear, or you want a cool backup gun. We're going to make sure that we cover you. We're trying to be a full service airsoft.
At one point we actually, this doesn't go without saying, everyone on that field needs to have goggles, and it needs to be ANSI rated iPro. And at one point there was a game where we ran out of stock, and I had a kid come up to, he had to borrow goggles from somebody, and it's much better to buy your own pair, and we've got several affordable options for you at the field now. So no matter which weekend you come out, there'll be the equipment that you need, and you can buy it, which means you're not borrowing somebody else's used lens. It's good to know you're supposed to replace them. You're not supposed to keep a pair of goggles forever. They're affordable. Shell out 20 bucks and get yourself a good pair of goggles and replace them. It's worth it. It's totally worth it.
Right. So that being said, we have a couple of things coming up in November as well. Now, by the time you guys see this video, we will probably have passed our SAS game, which is our Milsim style games. This one, we're wrapping up Operations Hornet's Nest this weekend, and it's basically going to be...
that was fun.
It's been a fun ride.
A lot of fun.
It's been a really great ride so far, and our players, and we can't say how much, or we can't tell you enough how much we appreciate how many of you have come out to support us this last couple of months.
Zombicide was freaking awesome. You guys made that game stellar. I couldn't have asked for a better game.
It was a great game. So we do expect actually a pretty decent turnout on Saturday. Now on Sunday, we are starting construction on our field, where you've got that big blank space between what we call the castle or the cop, it's that orange and black building you guys have seen out there, and the airfield. We recently got a ton of supplies, and the goal is to build a very large field that could be divided up in 3 for faster games. It's going to be really awesome. For those of you that love the, I don't want to call it the Call of Duty aspect of the game, but I guess we could, where it's a lot of shooting, not so much focus on objectives. It's what we base our first-person shooter days on. We are building 3 specific fields for that, or 1 large one depending on
and
how many people we have.
by we, he actually means you guys are going to work with us. So this is an invite. Please. If you don't have plans on Sunday, you come join us.
Yeah, I was about to get to that. We are actually, ARC themselves, we're going to be out there busting our butts probably almost every weekend this month, I think, and we'll be announcing our build days as they come up. But it is an invite for you guys to come out, and what we're going to do for you on our build days is we will provide lunch. It will probably be pizza, and hopefully it's warm by the time we get it to you.
It will be.
Okay, it'll be warm.
Sure.
It'll be warm. And then we're also going to provide a free game for those of you that come out. Usable anytime. We'll make sure that we take your names down, so when you come out, we'll just go ahead and check you off.
Registration. So when you come through registration and you let me know that you helped at the build day, I will make sure you get your free game.
So it'll be awesome. And that's still leading me into something further. You heard me mention Call of Duty just a minute ago. I happen to be a bigger fan of Call of Duty than I am of Battlefield, even though both games are awesome. But we are going kind of with Call of Duty Ghosts coming out this month and going through Christmas. I'm not going to go into it because Jags will murder me if I go into everything about what we're doing next year. But it will be based on some of that stuff, and our fields will reflect that. We're also going to be doing a Call of Duty Ghosts loadout based on the night camouflage they use in the game, which is really, really cool. I can't wait till the stuff gets here. That should be within the next week or 2.
Soon.
Depending on.
Yeah.
And then the other thing with that is we're looking to build kind of a futuristic gun to go hand in hand with that.
So he wants to show you guys.
I can't wait.
He wants to show you guys what he built.
A lot of guys were kind of questioning.
Go.
Okay, guys. So where was I?
Little technical difficulties.
Little technical
We're back on
difficulties.
track.
We're back. If you saw the camera jump, it's because
we're gonna
new at this.
show you Dave's gun.
So
he's been working on it like all night tonight, and they took it apart and they did a whole bunch of really cool stuff to it. And me not being really technically advanced here, I couldn't even begin to tell you what they did. But he's going to.
Well, we did do a lot to it internally because the Lancer internals are great as they are. We had 3 areas of concern when we looked at the gun for durability's sake, and that would be the pistol grip, the buffer tube, and the outer barrel. So really those are, you can go cheap on them or you can go expensive on them. I've really wanted a custom gun for a while, so I went expensive on them.
Well, show them.
I'm going to show them. Okay, so
Without further ado,
because Joel doesn't like it when I do.
I want them to see what you've
We
done.
built, this is the same Lancer M4 that we had out at Zombicide that everyone was kind of checking out. Now, we played around with it. It's a 400 feet per second. I didn't change the inner barrel. I did change the bucking. It's now got a maple leaf bucking. And I know a lot of you experienced guys will agree with me that is a very good bucking. We went ahead and I got a Mad Bull stock, the SOP mod stock. I think these are really cool. And it came with a reinforced tube, which is awesome. And it fits the battery that Jags will tell you not to use, the manufacturers will tell you not to use, and Dave says, I don't care because I want to use it. It's an 11-1 LiPo. And a lot of you know me, I don't fire on full auto a lot. It's single shot only for me most of the time. I play with mid caps. And I just wanted the trigger response time is really the only reason I put that battery in there. So I shouldn't have any problems. We did heat sink the bottom of the pistol grip. I did put a new pistol grip on it. Just because this one looks sexy and it's comfortable.
And we're going to use it this weekend. He's going to be out there using it. He used it out at the Zombicide game, so that was beforehand. So he'll be able to get a rough comparison for you of what difference it actually made.
And I am expecting a bit better distance with the maple leaf in there. Like I said, I don't foresee us doing too much to the gearbox. These are really solid. Now with the more solid buffer tube, the more solid outer barrel, and the more solid handguards, this gun
feels pretty sturdy.
Pretty sturdy. It's actually pretty sturdy. There was a slight modification we had to make to the buffer tube just to get it to fit in there. We had to take a little bit off of the internal tube that runs in here, and that was so we get this on there. But everything's sturdy, everything's solid. You guys will see that this weekend. This will be, because of its kind of quasi-futuristic look, it resembles something out of Call of Duty Ghosts, and that's where our loadout review is going to come in, I think within the next 2 weeks. It's going to be really awesome. I'm really excited. We have some really cool gear that came in there. I will say, with the exception of the BDUs, everything's Lancer. And again, that's just, I will not bring a product to the field for you guys that I'm not willing to use myself. And we checked out the vest they donated to us at Zombicide, which was sturdy, and we even get it to
that kid was
Easy
stoked when he won that, man.
or Toes. You guys know
epic.
Toes. He checked it out a little beforehand, and him being infantry, he tends to break everything, and he was impressed with the vest. So we're going that route. We have the bump helmet. It's going to be a great thing. So that's really what we've got going on. Do we cover Red Sleigh Down already?
Ho, 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 no.
Oh, we didn't cover Red Sleigh Down. That's just me being excited about my gun. Guys, Red Sleigh Down is at the end of this month. And I think we're running out of battery power on the camera. We're definitely running out of memory, so I'm going to try and wrap this up as fast as possible. We have Red Sleigh Down, which is our annual charity game. This is our 4th year in a row running it. 4th year. We gave to Toys for Tots 2 of those years. Wounded Warrior the 3rd year. We're not doing Wounded Warrior this year just because they are not so keen on the idea of a military reenactment, milsim war game.
They don't want anybody who deals with guns. They won't even let the gun shops donate money to Wounded Warrior, which is ridiculous in our opinion. But that's their.
But it is their
policy.
it is their preference. Jewel and I personally donate to them every month. Anyway, we're part of their Advanced Guard program. So what we're going to do this year is we're going to go with Second Harvest Food Bank. Guys, with the economy being what it is and the recent problems, we're not going to get into the political stuff on it. Well, there's a lot of people out there that just don't have food. And then we're coming up on the holidays, and I don't want to see anyone go hungry for the holidays. So what we are going to do is we are going to set up a collection bin at the field. If you guys bring me 3 cans of food, I don't care if it's spinach, cream corn, beets, cranberry sauce, whatever you guys feel like donating or can donate, bring it. For those 3 cans, I'm going to give you $5 off the game. We're going to have a really good time. It's always been an amazing event. I think we're skipping the charity raffle this year because it's just very short notice, and our sponsors were very generous at Zombicide. So I don't want to pressure them into
But
giving us more stuff.
the game itself
Is amazing.
is really cool. We actually have packages in the field for you to pick up, which means you kind of have to do a coordinated run, snatch, grab. And I don't know if you realize, but like when you get those 3 boxes that you're carrying back to your point, it's really hard to fire, which means that the game gets really interesting at that point because other people can shoot you, but you can't shoot them back, so you have to run.
And it's a lot of fun. We've always had a good time, and I mean the backstory for it, and you'll see it more in detail online, is essentially the same thing as the South Park episode. Santa's delivering presents to the poor parts of the world. It gets gunned down. The only thing that we don't bring into it is we don't have Jesus leading the charge to go rescue Santa. We don't want to offend anybody. So, that being said, it's always a good time. We're going to have a great time doing that. And I think that about covers November. December, I know it's going to be kind of, we're going to have a lot of things going on with Christmas. We're going to do an SAS game. It's a standalone one, not part of a storyline. And then we're going to do an FPS game that month. And we understand it's Christmas. If you guys can make it, great. If you can't...
For more information, you can log on to www.arcairsoft.com, and we have a calendar of events of all the upcoming events. We try to keep that updated months in advance for you so you can plan around it.
And we'll put it in the description below so that you guys can see that, I think.
Alright, so for the build day, please join us. If you have tools and you want to help out, volunteer. It's a great time. For the upcoming games, check out our calendar of events, make your plan, and know that we're doing a lot of work out at the field, so things are changing rapidly.
Right. So
for the better.
to sum up, November we've got SAS tomorrow, build day the day after, then we've got Red Sleigh Down 2 weeks from tomorrow. December is going to be SAS and build on the SAS on the second Saturday, FPS on the 4th Saturday. That about covers it, guys. We got a lot of COD things coming up for you guys too. It's going to be great times. So
thank you for all your support.
Thanks for your support this year. We've had a great year. We're looking forward to a better year. So I'm Dave.
And I'm Jewel.
And this is Jewel. And we will see you guys on the field.